36 right now. An estimated 3.4 million Americans suffer from epilepsy.
It's more common than autism, Parkinson's, MS, and cerebral palsy combined, and it can begin at any age, and medicine can be used to control it. November is National Epilepsy Awareness Month, and here to help us understand the ailment are Dr. Jaqueline French of NYU Langone and epilepsy patient Shari Soward. So good morning, ladies. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
Well, doctor, I think when people think of epilepsy, they may think of someone having seizures and that kind of thing, but it's really much broader than that. Can you tell us a little bit more about epilepsy and what causes it?
Absolutely. Epilepsy is a condition where there's an electrical instability in one part or all of the brain, and that electrical instability can at times erupt into a seizure. And a seizure can be many different things. People think of seizures as what I call the television seizure that everybody sees, where you fall down on the ground and you shake all over. But in fact, a seizure can be much more subtle than that. It can be just a funny feeling that comes out of somewhere, or a funny emotion that happens intermittently, or just a staring spell, or a temporary loss of awareness. And it can be caused by anything that causes disruption in the brain, a former stroke, infection in the brain, a tumor, anything that disrupts brain tissue can cause a seizure focus. But many people don't know why they have epilepsy.
Right. And so, Shari, let's turn to you now, because how long have you actually had epilepsy, and how do you actually experience it?
Well, I was diagnosed in 2018, but I'm sure that I had it before that. And I'm sorry, what was the other question?
How do you actually experience it?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
See, I'm already showing you. Sometimes it's a lack of concentration. It typically starts where I have something called focal epilepsy, and it starts in my hand. Most of the time is when I notice it. And it can go up my arm. I actually didn't notice that I was having this lack of concentration when my husband thought I wasn't thinking about what he was saying, and sort of thought I was ignoring what he was saying, and it really wasn't. I was just
having a symptom of it.
Sort of spacing out. Yeah, it really was. And there's
Well, Shari, let me ask you this real quickly. Why do you think that despite the frequency of people having epilepsy, that not a lot of people talk about it?
Embarrassment. Because for a long time, throughout history, people did not understand what seizures were about, and they thought you might be possessed, a witch. You could go on with that. And I could go back years when I've talked to people, including the last few years, that they know nothing at all about a seizure. They think a seizure is exactly what you see on TV.
Right.
But it's not, and they all present in different ways. In fact, I went a very long time without even telling anybody that I know that I have epilepsy, because I was embarrassed. And I was embarrassed to be with other people at parties, just worrying that I was going to have a seizure or something that people would ignore.
Right. So, Dr. French, we're listening to Shari talk about the different ways that it presents itself. How would you actually treat epilepsy? Are there different ways depending on, like she's talking about focal epilepsy? Is there different ways to treat it?
Absolutely. And focal epilepsy is the most common epilepsy, and certainly the most common in adults. And fortunately, as you mentioned earlier, 2 out of 3 people who develop epilepsy can get on a medicine that will completely control the seizures. Unfortunately, it's not a cure. It's a symptomatic treatment, but as long as people take it regularly, it will completely control their seizures. So that's the good news. The bad news is that 1/3 of the time, medication won't work, and then we have to think about other alternatives, which can include, if it's a focus in the brain, removing that area of the brain, if that's safe. There are also devices that can be implanted. There are, in children particularly, There are dietary therapies like the ketogenic
interesting.
diet, which you hear about for other things, but it also works for epilepsy.
Well, Dr. Jaqueline French and Shari Sauer, thanks for being with us and enlightening us more about epilepsy and its causes and what people can do if they have it. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
My pleasure.